So with that in mind, it was like, damn it. But at least it's been tested.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why this whole entire test was being done was so that we could see if by giving exclusive to television, we can bring more viewers to the show on YouTube. And that did happen because that YouTube episode had over 20,000 live viewers after it premiered on TV, and certain people saw it who've got whatever those 980 rand subscriptions a month to watch channel or whatever the cost may be, right? And it brought in those viewers. So it's like, okay, this concept works. We can premiere it on television. That will still build up the hype it up on social media, get an amplification campaign going. An amplification campaign going is basically where you pay people to tweet a hashtag or to tweet about a TV show, and then all of them tweet out similar things. You know what I mean? And that worked well. So we knew that concept was always there in the tuck. I mean, I stopped working on stuff with Macg after that, some time after that, but we'd already tested and trialed the concept. So now they're redoing it, except now it's being done differently. So DSTV has all the data and everything else. As far as the outrage for Macg, it's died down. Like, there's almost nothing he can do now that will cause like a stir, because he's basically shock-jocked it out. You know what I mean?
And he's built a solid anti-fragile brand around himself. So people kind of know
he stuck it out.
The worst to expect.
He stuck it out. Yeah. So, that was my whole entire a motivation behind, sticking with them, saying, yo, bro, forget about the sponsors. Even if they cancel you and everything else, just keep going, because at a certain point, you're going to be so big that they need you. You don't become useful. You become necessary.
Facebook, the social network, Sean Parker, Mark Zuckerberg, Eduardo Severin.
Full circle. So, Podcast and Chill is now the necessary podcast. It's the necessary platform. Now, what happens with the advertising, selling, and buying, right, is that whole industry is shifting towards digital now.
Is it shifting?
Yeah, it is. So digital advertising grows on, what is it? Continuous average growth rate, right? CAGR. That is getting it to the point where it's going to overtake traditional advertising by 2029.
Can I say something quickly?
Yeah.
I never wanted to raise this on a platform, but I'm going to raise it because of the context. So I is it Primo? Intwana Lucas Khatebe?
Yeah.
Is it Primo?
Yeah.
So
Primo
he said
Baloyi.
to Tulungelo KM on Engineer Your Life. And there was a clip taken out by, this is Colbert on Twitter, about how people on alternative media are not making as much money as mainstream. And I commented and I was like, I think there's a lot of money to be made, because you've got your AdSense, which sells ad space to the brands, and then we get a cut, whatever the cut may be. And we're obviously hoping that TikTok at some point.
Who sells more advertising? AdSense or DSTV? AdSense or SABC?
I don't know.
AdSense or Prime Media?
I don't know.
Currently.
So you'll answer that after I share this story. So I say that, and I'm like, we just need more brands to send more money in alternative. And Usizo Dlomo jumped
or
in.
digital media.
Digital media. Usizo Dlomo jumps in on that, and he says something, I think, contrary to what I'm saying. And I'm like, he says no to something. And I'm like, no to what? Because these are just platforms where there's ad space being sold. And over time, TV, YouTube, whatever, you can make money. And then his last response was, you don't know anything about TV. I don't have to talk to you about this thing. And I was just like, this is so sad. I let it go. His followers were laughing at me, calling me names as they normally do. Whatever.
I think I commented.
Oh, yes, you did comment. And you asked Grok to give data. Shout out to you, by the way, for that. Yes, sorry. So you saw that, and I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, so everything I've been saying right now, the reason why I named Danele, Sizwe, and everything else is in response to that actual...
Let's go.
So everything I've said applies to that question.